name's Marge. Welcome, empath. Just this here is just my take on things. Everybody has a say. I didn't like a lot of people say. What are they saying? It doesn't even make sense. So I started my own say a couple years back. It's my blog. It's also a video diary. Yeah. To keep my misombrinas filled in. When they get a little bit older, you can see what Marge was doing. Poopy was doing. Not to be confused with Poopy. While I was away, they can go back and watch. See, so they didn't have to miss out on anything. Yeah. I'm trying to get closer to them. I know it's like going back into the freaking animal. It's like bear's den in winter, you know. But nothing else matters to me more than family. So Mom would thrive. I would thrive. The girls would prosper. We would all benefit from being around each other. So me and Mom are going to try and get back to California. We don't take up much space. 2 bedroom, 1 bath. That should only cost. Anyway, it's divine. Everything's divine. If it's supposed to be, it'll work out. You know, we'll go there for a little while. I just want to go to their school programs and their plays and stuff like that. I just want to watch them grow up. You know. So I didn't get to do that like they did. So it'd be kind of nice to get to see them. You know, to heal that stuff in our timeline, my family's timeline. It would be nice to see. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to get too choked up. I did learn I do have some important stuff to share. Today's May 16th. May 18th is Scorpio full moon. Now, because I am so diligent in my practices and trying to educate my more with astrology, Vedic, and Western too, something significant I've noticed. There's 2 things I've noticed. That because my Scorpio moon, I have Scorpio moon in both Western and Vedic astrology too. And as I understand what that represents, the Scorpio traits, I see how they play into my life. And what happens is, you're so pretty and smart and funny too, baby. Love you so much. What so happens is, last year, and the year before, so 2017, I went out and drank after 14 years sobriety, 13 years sobriety, 2002, 17, 14, anyway. And I don't feel bad about it. The time lost, because time ain't real anyway. Because what the literature for my recovery meant something entirely different after the fact. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff that they didn't even make sense in the same way. You know, because it'd been so long. So, but anyway, but what I recognized as I was learning more and more about my chart, that, and we're all just patterns. My pattern was like, I would do a video, you know, I do a couple videos, one here, wait a day, two, because I was drinking, I wasn't consistent, and then like on the 5th day, you know, I would do one, and then I would drink that night, and then I wouldn't do one for like 5 days or something. I don't know, but my pattern was just really weird, but what I noticed is I always wanted to partake and like really dip into the depths of escapism, you know, because freaking reality ain't all that rad. So sometimes people want to escape. So when I really want to do that, I noticed it was in Scorpio moon, or when Scorpio was in moon stuff and flashing around up there and being all Scorpio, and then I, you know, Lord, thank God, divine, whatever, source, whatever you believe in, that I realized that every single time, you know, there was consequence, and that this life isn't just about me, and that it's about me, and I gotta look out for Mom for a while longer, So, um, so, so I need to not be selfish and do that. So I had to stop again, and it was a free will choice, and I'm glad for I did that. Anyway, but something else I noticed, because my cravings are really kicking up. Like I really, 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 really want to escape, and because I know my history of desire of wanting to do that, then what are some of the things that I can do to counter that anxious energy of, desire to want to escape? Well, my reality isn't that bad, so I don't really have anything to escape from. Funny how I did that, huh? Oh, being so funny how I did that. He's such a Margie. Anyway, as long as we tell ourselves what we do, what our worlds are. So if we tell ourselves that our worlds are bleak and dismal and that this is it, and well, that ain't conducive to creating a world worth living in. There's a lot of endings right now. There's a lot of timelines ending for people. Like Big Bang Theory. That one's ending tonight after 12 seasons. And it's just like, it's their job. They go to work every day, and they've had this consistency for 12 years. And God, now, Jesus, they made $1 million an episode, so it's not like they're going to be hurting. But they ain't unemployed. It ain't the same as being unemployed like other people. Unemployed actors, they'll be all right as long as that their egos aren't too big and grandy gross, and they're feeding that ego, and you need all that external stuff. People need very, very little to survive. You need very, very little, and it's like I used to watch till today. I followed Macy Gray. And it was just like, oh, look at that big, huge van on the big rubber tires. And it was just like, dude, that's not the world we're living in anymore. We can't live in that world anymore. Resources are too freaking precious, And people are our greatest asset. People are what this planet is all about. And they're being looked over for profits, and that's not how it's supposed to be, and it's all gloriously changing. And like all this Alabama crap, all this bull crap that they're pulling that is like putting us back in the 1950s and the dark ages and stuff, it's because they're scared. It's because they're freaking spinning out. And I said this videos before, they're just spinning out. When cowards get scared, they do weird things. When they're, when people when they're about to be figured out for who they really are. Look how many people kill themselves, right before before the police coming to get them, because they can't deal with the consequences of their own actions. They can deal with the consequences of being a little, shady, cheaty, freaking, self-absorbed, freaking money mongering a-hole, but can't live with the consequences of that, So anyway, it's all changing. I feel good about stuff. I do. Well, the other timelines that are changing, it's kind of a bummer. Some of my shows I saw, they got the axe. Huh, Benny? Which ones got the axe? Whiskey Cavalier did. Yep. I don't think Lauren Conrad's too bummed out about that one, and then I think she was just ready to go from Walking Dead, so she's cool with the place it landed. That's a pretty cool show though. It grew on me. Splitting Up Together is a good one. That one I'm kind of pissed about, but what are you gonna do? That's a good show. It's pretty cute. Another one, Standing. What is it? How come I can't remember it? It's the one that Minnie Driver's in right now. It's that one, B&E. It's that one. It's the one that Minnie Driver's in. How come I can't? Because I want to. What is it? What are you doing? Minnie Driver. Is it because I want it that bad? Minnie Driver. Minnie, what do you think that show is called? Minnie. I know I follow her. How come she isn't? There it is. I gotta go to hers so I can go to... What are you doing? It's not even on there anymore. Anyway, the one the mini driver's in, he was nonverbal, into wheelchair, and that was a good one. You know, giving people a voice that don't have a voice. Right. So a lot of timelines are in there. New beginnings, opportunities for things to start. I don't know. My world's pretty small still. I don't know if I'm really cut out for a big old huge grand life. I think I'm more cut out for the quiet life. I'll share what I know. Huh? And we'll just keep it simple on a smaller scale. What do you think about that? Benna said, Marge, Benna don't even give no care. You're so pretty and smart and funny too. I love you, buds. That's all I got for today. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.